Hello, social media friends. I wasn't sure if this was on or not. It took a little bit to upload as live, and sorry for the delay. I got stuck at an appointment that took me longer than I expected. Like I said before, the topics are going to be based on my situation I had for the day that maybe is a trigger for me to talk about that topic. If I run into a situation for the day, I am going to talk about it in my next video, and I think that's better that way, so that we can have different topics of situations that we go and deal with on a daily basis. So I had a situation today and a few times before with other people that we tell the sellers and we tell the sellers and we tell the buyers, do not talk to each other at a showing or at an appointment. Because what happens was when the buyer and the seller talk to each other, what ends up happening is they are talking to each other about things and we're not involved and we're not in the picture as a real estate professional. So what ends up happening is they negotiate sometimes the price, sometimes they talk about the pros and cons of the house, sometimes the seller says more than she needs or he needs to say, and then the buyer will take that information and run. And sometimes a buyer will take that information and look at it in the wrong way, and sometimes a buyer will maybe change his mind. It just creates a big mess. It's kind of like going to court, and the plaintiff's attorney is talking to the defendant, and the defendant's attorney, it's just the reason why there's a plaintiff's attorney and a defendant's attorney is so that we can represent our clients. And that's the same thing in real estate. We are in the business of representing our clients, so it's in your best interest as a buyer and seller to let the real estate professionals handle the situation, handle the negotiations, handle the paperwork, handle the title work, the private inspection, the city, A to Z. If you have any questions as a buyer, ask your realtor to ask the seller's agent, so that the seller's agent can ask their seller, and so that the information gets delivered in the right professional manner, so that we're not dealing with, hiccups and problems. Example happened was a buyer walked in the house and started chit-chatting with the seller, and the seller answered their questions, and now they're negotiating, and now me and the buyer's agents are out of the picture, and we have no idea, and so we are now out of the loop and have no clue what's going on. Well, when you want us to represent you in your best interest and we don't know what's going on, if you start chit-chatting and talking to the seller without our knowledge, well, we're not going to be able to represent you best. So you can see why it's in your best interest as a seller, as a buyer, to let the realtors discuss the matter. If the buyer asks you in a house any questions and you happen to be home, they ask you questions about anything, it's very polite, in a very polite way, and say, you know what, my realtor's handling everything for us. We would rather you discuss this with our realtor instead of with us. So that way you're not put on the spot. Most importantly, it's even better if you are not home during the showing or during the inspection, because if you are home, naturally somebody's going to start asking you questions. Can you see the benefit of not being home compared to being home? That's the difference. So I would say personally, don't be home during a showing. Turn on all the lights and let them do their thing, and don't be home during a private inspection. This is going to make the difference of a property selling or not selling, and make a difference of money being negotiated between you and the buyer without the realtors involved. And for that reason, you will say more than you need to say when you didn't have to say it, because your realtor could have said it instead of you saying it. Make sense? Message of the day: get out of the way. Thank you very much. Al Abdallah, eXp Realty. Thank you for following me. More videos coming soon. Make it a great day. 313-718-5000. I will read your messages and comments below. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'd love to respond to them. Thank you.